So in the so in the last 10 minutes, kind of the last 5 minutes of the game, and then actually like the 10 minutes of stoppage time, coach was saying that how you kind of lost a little bit of shape and lost a little bit of focus, that you'd really had the previous 80 plus minutes. Kind of what happened there, and what do you as players have to take responsibility to fix it before next game?
Yeah, I think it's a mentality thing. Um, Maybe fatigue, I don't know. It's mentality, I think. Obviously, I was off at this point from what I've seen. It's a lack of concentration and that mentality to kind of secure the game, the hunger to win, put our bodies on the line, and like I said, our keeper made some amazing saves, and but they missed some chances. We're trying another day. Well, probably would have scored, but it's for the manager to analyse properly and for us as a group of players to learn, because all teams no matter the teams in this competition can get punished, and today we had a bit of luck, and sometimes in football you need.
Because it looks like on the save he made at 80 that it was an inch from a goal. And do you all owe him dinner or whatever it is he wants not tonight for getting this three today?
We owe him a hell of a lot, but it's not the first time he's done it. Blake has been monumental for Jamaica.
And how do you guys feel going into Panama, knowing that a win is basically through?
Confident personally, and I hope that runs for the group. I think we know that we have a lot of gears, more that we can give, and with me, I'm confident in myself, confident in the group, and it's down to us really how we approach the game, our mentality in the game, and literally down to whoever wants to win more. So it's an important game, and we'll regroup, fresh, and be ready for it.
So congrats on all 3 points. What do you think ultimately was the difference tonight, and how closely are you going to be watching the Guatemala match that's happening right now?
Yeah, I think the difference was we scored 2, and they scored 1. I think it's that simple today. In terms of the other game, yeah, of course we'll watch, but we know what we have to do. We have to win, by all means. So we're more focused on that and what we can control.
And you mentioned
Thank you.
that you had children at home.
Unless it's going to grow, he's a worldwide megastar. So yeah, it's good, and the picture stadium, I'm seeing more full. Nice to see, and then the football cups here. So a lot of tournaments being pushed over in the States, so I can see it growing even more.
It's not about soccer, it's about representing the country. What is going through your mind?
It's a great honour for me to represent Jamaica. It's a very proud moment for me and my family, and I love being there every time I get the opportunity, so I never take it.
You picked up my takeover like we were in the first half.
How you doing? Congratulations on all 3 points. So what do you feel like was ultimately the difference tonight, and how closely will you be watching the results later today?
We scored 2 goals and they scored 1. It was one of those games.
You both gave me the same answer.
Yeah. We had chances to put the game to bed and we didn't take it. They had chances to equalise and they didn't take it. It was one of those games. First half I thought we was good despite going 1-0 down. We showed character, we showed belief to get back into the game, make it 2-1 at half time, and then I feel like instead of trying to make it 3-4-5, we kind of hung on to that 2-1, and I think that was in the back of our minds because it was a must-win game. Those games can get really edgy towards the end of the game. We just wanted the 3 points, whereas I think if we'd have pushed for that third and fourth, we'd have got it and would have been in total control. So that's definitely one for us to look over tomorrow and learn from.
Yeah, things got really spicy in the last 10-15 minutes there. So what did you make of the temperature rising in the match, and how did you guys ride that out?
At the end of the day, we were so lucky to have Blakey in goal. He's a top keeper, top captain, and he made 2 saves at point blank range that not a lot of keepers can do, and that won us the game at the end of the day. So the last 10 minutes, we just need to, I think, switch off tonight, enjoy the win, and then go over it tomorrow, look at the things that we need to do, because when we face our next opponent, we need to be better.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach was saying that look inside yourself and fix before that game against Panama, which can be go through.
I just think it's managing the game. Instead, like I just said, those games can get really edgy especially when it's a must-win game and you're winning. The clock seems to take even longer and longer and longer. 2 minutes feels like 10 minutes, that sort of thing. And we just need to believe in ourselves and be comfortable in those situations. It's just being uncomfortable on the pitch. I feel like we were quite spaced out as a team. We weren't a unit, so definitely looking over that.
Yeah, and as just kind of being from one of the smaller countries in the tournament, how important is it for you guys to win the right way, play the right way, show that you're keeping your calm and not getting out of control and getting some of the silly yellows and reds that some of the other teams collect in these kind of tournaments?
That's just the mentality. I feel like the coach is very big on that, especially in tournament football. It's massive to stay on the pitch, not give away silly fouls and get sent off. And set pieces are massive in international football. They can win and lose your games, and we know that. So we have that mentality to be calm, cool and collective, and it's just showing that on the pitch. And then in regards to representing Jamaica, last time I played here, we got to the semi-finals. Before that, we've got to the semi-finals, before finals, even quarter-finals. Well, in this Gold Cup, we're always doing well. And, it's about time we take that next step. And with that, I think a lot more respect will come.
And your keeper and captain, after that first goal, he seemed to look at everybody and just kind of be, okay, we're calming down, we're getting back in there, because it was it was kind of tic-tac-toe goal, but at that point wasn't the time for everybody to kind of lose it, and he seemed to just look at everybody and calm them down. What was he saying to you? I mean, we could hear the words, but what was he looking at you and trying to get you guys to do at that point?
Just exactly what you said. We had chances to go 1-0 up and we didn't take them. We got really unlucky with a spectacular effort from Leon. Really unlucky with that, and then their keeper made a couple of good saves. Their first shot on target goes in. It's just how football is, Blakey's a great captain. He has a presence and an aura about him that's calm. He knows what to say at the right time. He knows when someone needs to tell him. He knows when to, like you said, keep calm, composed, and that's what he did. And we got the ball straight away, started playing quick again, kept doing what we were doing, and we went into the half 2-1.
And he also seemed to kind of do the same thing.
It's going to go in. So, like I said, it was a spectacular effort, very. And but look, he kept with it and he got his goal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations on 3 points. Take care.
Yeah.